and welcome to Evie's Toy House. Today we have Soren, and if you have been on my channel recently, you'll know that I've been making a lot of custom ponies where we turn girl ponies into boys. So today we're going to turn Soren here into Daybreaker. Daybreaker is an evil version of Princess Celestia. So let's see what Soren looks like as Daybreaker. So let's go ahead and take him out of the package. And we can go ahead and take off the wings. And using scissors, we're going to cut off the mane and tail. So the next thing we're going to do is take some clay. I'm using some oven baked clay, and we are going to press it into the scalp to cover the little hair stubble. This will create a little base for the rest of the hair. For the mane, I'm going to start with some teardrop pieces, which I am going to taper on one end and make it pointy. Here's another piece, and what we're going to do is stack them real close to each other. And here's a third piece. So it kind of looks like a mohawk. I'm going to squeeze them together a little bit so it looks like it's one piece. And then we're going to attach it to the back of the head. For the front mane, we're going to add another piece. Next, let's make the horn. So we're going to take a long piece, taper it at both ends, and then we're going to just twist it. Next, we're going to make the tail. So for the tail, I'm going to do something a little bit different. We are going to make the tail kind of flying out, and we're going to add flames to it. So I have a craft stick here, and what we're going to do is just push most of it into this long log of clay. And I'm going to leave enough in the back here so I can stick it into the pony when we're done. And we're going to flatten it out a tiny bit. Okay, don't need it to be too smooth. And then with an X-Acto knife, we're going to put little slices into it and then turn it up so they can be kind of like flames. Alright, and here it is. The tail is just kind of flaming out. I think it's going to look really cool. So right now we're going to pre-dry the clay using a heat gun right on the pony. To make Daybreaker's chest plate, we're going to start with an orange piece of clay on the chest. With an X-Acto knife, we'll carefully cut out the shape. We'll need to make sure that we don't cut the body. Then, taking the orange cutout, we're going to put it over a piece of yellow. Now, we'll cut out the yellow by tracing the orange, making it a little bit bigger than the orange piece. Let's put it back on the pony and cure it with a heat gun. Next, we're going to paint the pony white. Then we'll paint the eyes, starting with the eyebrows. Then dark orange for the whites of the eye. Now we'll add orange-yellow irises. And very small black pupils. Then finally, a small white spot. On the flank, we'll add Daybreaker's cutie mark. Now we can get back to the mane and tail. We're going to start by painting a coat of yellow for both the mane and the tail. Then for the flames, we're going to use some Sculpey translucent liquid bakeable clay. We will mix this with pieces of yellow, light yellow, and orange clay. I've done this before with other customs, mixing the clay with the liquid clay to create a thick paste, which is then used to create a very textured look. I'm going to add a small piece of clay to each pot of liquid clay, and we're going to just mash it up and mix the two types of clay together until it's smooth. Now we're going to take the clay and spread it on the mane. We'll start with the dark yellow, and then layer on some light yellow, and then orange. When we're done, we'll cure it with the heat gun. We're going to do the same thing with the tail. This part is actually a lot of fun. This texture is really fun to layer on, and you don't have to be perfect. Now let's add the final touches. We're going to make the helmet that Daybreaker wears. We're going to start with yellow clay, and then piece by piece start to layer on the helmet with orange and more yellow pieces of clay. To cure it, we'll use the heat gun again. And finally, we'll add a little bit of armor on his wings. Alright everyone, and we are done. Just take a look at my Daybreaker. Oh my goodness, I think he turned out so awesome. Look at this. So I gave him quite a lot of details. He is wearing his shield or his armor up here in the front. He has his helmet on, and he even has a little strip of armor on his wings. And as for his mane and tail, I think they turned out fantastic. So we used the liquid clay to give it that little flame texture. And here is an up-close look at it. As you can see, it's really cool. There's all this texture just coming out with the different colors of the flames, and the tail turned out pretty cool too. It looks like we have flames kind of flying off the tail. And of course back here we do have his cutie mark. And here's an up-close look at his eyes. So So this was a really fun custom. I really enjoyed making these boy ponies. They just look so different from the girl versions that we're used to, and I think Daybreaker actually looks better as a boy. What do you think? I think Celestia just needs to be a girl. However, I think Daybreaker looks awesome as a boy, especially with this kind of like mohawk hair. So let me know down below in the comment section, what do you think? Do you think Daybreaker is better as a boy or a girl? And if you like this video, please subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye!